Andrew McGahan for SevereMMA, standing alongside Ayo Daly here, ahead of Cage Warriors 70. Ayo, something that I have said I think is going to be the best Irish amateur fight of the year against yourself and Kiefer Crosby. What do you make of it?
Yeah, I think so. I think whenever you have two guys that are undefeated, it always makes for an interesting fight. You know, if I fought when I fought and won the Russian title against Jerry McKee, he was unbeaten, I was unbeaten, and it brought the best out of me. So I think you know, Kiefer maybe hasn't been tested, I think, as the sort of profile guys that I fought, Paul Lawrence, Keith, guys that are a bit more well-rounded than the fella he's fought. But he's a top striker, he's a good fighter from what I've seen, and I just can't wait to put on a show. Graham's been ringing me a few times, like, I can't wait for this fight, let me announce it. So I think a few people are excited about it, and I am too. So
do you think it's a case of like two well-rounded, highly touted amateurs in the country going against each other? Many people wouldn't have been surprised not to see you fight each other, maybe until pro.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know.
So what's your opinion on amateurs? Like, do you think amateurs should just fight everyone and then we'll worry about it when we go pro?
Yeah, I think so. I think when I was in my old club, I think I kind of had that sort of style of, oh, I'll fight them when I'm pro, I'll start making money off it. But like, there's no point. I remember you've had a few good conversations about it as well, saying like you need to be tested an amateur and then fight a pro. So you look at the likes of Conrad, he's had like about 12 or 13 amateur fights, and now he's 4-0. Going on to his 5th fight. So if I can have, I'm probably not going to have 13, but if I can have as many as I can get before I go pro and have as much experience as I can going into pro, so I know what I'm ready for, you know. And
in that, have you got a timeline in mind when you would like to make the jump?
I'm not sure. You know, there's a few months left in the year. Like, obviously we're in August now. We've got what, 4.5 months left. You know, I know Battle Zone is in September. There was talk before from some of the Cork lads about me and Tommy Hogan. We'll see what happens there. See after this fight. If things go well, if Tommy's ready to fight, I'm ready to fight. Why not? And then after that, I think those are my last 2 tests at amateur. But that's up to Andy. That's up to, you know, everyone else to make those decisions. I'm just here training hard and taking heads.
It's kind of funny. It was nearly 12 months ago now, and we had
the exact same thing. I said the exact same thing. You know, unfortunately, I got injured. Injuries obviously are part of this game. I got injured back in February. I had to pull out a fight in March. Had to pull out a fight in May, and then obviously we switch of clubs, and I've just been training ever since. The knee got cleared for me in April, and I still wanted to take that fight in May, but obviously I moved clubs, and you know, that didn't come to fruition. So I've just been training hard, and you know, obviously I'm looking forward to this fight. As soon as Andy said, you know, got you a fight, I said fantastic. That was about 10 weeks ago, so I've been training.
I was also going to say, as well as it being a year since the Thomas Hogan original thing, it's also been a year since I want to fight on Cage Warriors. Why can't I fight on Cage Warriors? Yeah. Let me fight on Cage Warriors. And now all you're doing is fighting on Cage Warriors.
Yeah, here I am, you know, with obviously under Andy's banner now. Like, you know, it's funny that obviously we had that conversation. I didn't know Andy much before. I hadn't even met him before. I kind of called him out, and I apologised to him after that on Facebook. I said I didn't want to seem disrespectful, kind of calling his name out saying get me a fight. But I was happy to fight on Cage Warriors. It was a massive experience for me. I'm hoping to have the same sort of performance that I did the last time. I know it's been a few months since I fought, but that doesn't mean I'm any less hungry. That's just making me more hungry and aggressive.
Excellent, I appreciate the time. Best of luck August 16th.